Have you ever wondered if your life aligns with a purpose greater than yourself? Align with God's plan for you invites you to discover the peace and fulfillment that come from trusting in divine timing and walking a path guided by faith. In the journey of life, we often find ourselves in moments of uncertainty, striving for clarity or rushing toward goals we feel should be within our reach. At times, the pace of life seems slow, and the things we desire appear to be just out of grasp. This experience of waiting, of feeling as though nothing is moving forward, can be deeply frustrating. We may even question why certain things are not unfolding as quickly as we had hoped. However, the key to navigating these times lies in embracing the concept of divine timing, an understanding that every event in life has its season, and that delays are often not denials, but rather part of a greater preparation. Divine timing operates on a level beyond our immediate understanding. It is not bound by the limits of our own expectations or schedules. It is guided by a higher wisdom that knows exactly when the right time for something is. Sometimes we are called to wait, not because what we desire is not meant for us, but because we are not yet ready to receive it in its full capacity. During these periods of waiting, we may not see the immediate benefit, but when we trust in divine timing, we begin to realize that the pause is itself an essential part of the process. Trusting divine timing is about surrendering the need to control every outcome. It is recognizing that just as a seed must take time to grow into a full plant, our dreams and desires also require nurturing in the right conditions. The universe or the divine knows when we are truly prepared to handle the gifts and challenges that await us. It's a reminder that everything happens at the perfect moment, even if that moment is not in alignment with our personal timeline. Delays in life often carry with them important lessons. We may feel frustrated by the wait, but in those moments we are being prepared in ways that we cannot yet see. It is in the waiting that we grow stronger, more resilient, and more capable of handling what is to come. Trusting in divine timing not only cultivates patience, but also prepares us to receive the blessings that align with our true purpose. It teaches us that waiting is a vital part of the journey, guiding us toward what is truly meant for us. As we move through life's seasons, we learn that there is no need to rush, because what is meant for us will come when the time is right. It's also important to remember that not all delays are meant to be obstacles. Sometimes the pause in our journey serves to protect us from making decisions or choices that we are not yet ready to make. When we push ahead without waiting for the right moment, we risk moving too quickly and missing important details or opportunities that would have otherwise led us to greater fulfillment. Divine timing gives us the space to make choices that are in alignment with our true purpose and not based on external pressures. Divine timing teaches us the importance of patience and faith. It reminds us that life's delays are often the very things that prepare us for what lies ahead. Every moment of waiting, every season of stillness contributes to our growth and readiness. When we trust in divine timing, we allow life to unfold at its own pace. And in doing so, we experience the greatest rewards, greater peace, deeper understanding, and a life that is aligned with our true purpose. Surrendering control, releasing the need to control. Outcomes create space for miracles and unexpected opportunities. In life, we often find ourselves holding on tightly to our plans, our expectations, and our desire to control the outcome of every situation. It is natural to want things to go according to our vision, to strive for success, and to create the life we imagine. However, there is a subtle power in surrendering control, a transformative practice that invites miracles, unexpected opportunities, and the space for divine intervention. When we let go of the urge to dictate every detail of our lives, we open ourselves up to a flow of possibilities far greater than we could have planned or imagined. Surrendering control doesn't mean giving up on our dreams or resigning ourselves to passivity. It's about recognizing that while we can put in effort, make decisions, and take action, the ultimate outcome is not always within our grasp. Life is filled with uncertainties, and as much as we try to plan, life often takes us in directions we never anticipated. By surrendering control, we acknowledge that we do not have to have all the answers, nor do we need to predict every step of the journey. Instead, we allow ourselves to trust that everything is unfolding as it should, even if we cannot yet see the bigger picture. When we cling too tightly to outcomes, we narrow our vision. We become fixated on a specific result, often to the point of missing out on the opportunities that arise along the way. Holding on to control can create a sense of rigidity, preventing us from adapting to new possibilities or recognizing the subtle signs and synchronicities that life presents to us. Surrendering control, on the other hand, creates space for flexibility, for us to flow with life rather than fight against it. It invites us to remain open to unexpected outcomes, to trust that what is meant for us will not pass us by, even if it looks different from what we initially envisioned. One of the most profound gifts of surrendering control is the space it creates for miracles. When we release our tight grip on how things should unfold, we invite the divine to step in and work on our behalf. Miracles often happen when we least expect them, and they are not always in the form we anticipate. Sometimes, a miracle is a sudden change in perspective, a shift in how we view our circumstances. Other times, it can be a tangible manifestation that occurs out of nowhere, a solution to a problem we didn't know how to solve. In either case, surrendering control allows us to witness these miracles with gratitude and awe, knowing that they were not the result of our own effort, but rather a gift from the universe. Surrendering control opens us to unexpected opportunities. Letting go of our fixed expectations frees us from the limits we place on ourselves, allowing for new paths to unfold. But when we release control, we create space for new doors to open, doors we might not have considered before. Opportunities that once seemed impossible or out of reach suddenly become available to us, and we find ourselves in situations that align more deeply with our true purpose. These unexpected opportunities often come with challenges, but they also carry the potential for growth, transformation, and fulfillment that we never could have predicted. The act of surrendering control is not a one-time event. It is an ongoing practice. It requires us to continually release our need for certainty and perfection, especially in times of fear or uncertainty. We live in a world that often tells us that we must be in control, that success comes from knowing exactly what we want and how to achieve it. However, true freedom lies in the ability to trust the process, to let go of the need for everything to go according to plan. Surrendering control is about finding peace in the unknown, embracing uncertainty as a part of life's adventure. It is about allowing life to unfold naturally without forcing it into a mold that no longer serves us. When we surrender control, we also make room for self-discovery. The process of letting go requires us to examine our attachment to outcomes and understand why we feel the need to control everything. It forces us to confront our fears, doubts, and insecurities, as these are often the underlying causes of our need to control. Surrendering control challenges us to trust not only in the universe, but in ourselves. It teaches us that we are capable of handling whatever life brings our way, even when we don't have all the answers. Through this practice, we learn to trust our instincts, to listen to our inner voice, and to step into the unknown with confidence and courage. There is a deep sense of freedom that comes with releasing control. We no longer have to carry the weight of trying to control every situation or outcome. Instead, we find peace in the knowledge that we are not alone in this journey. The divine, the universe, or whatever higher power we believe in is always guiding us, providing us with the wisdom and strength we need at each step. Surrendering control allows us to feel supported, knowing that we don't have to do everything ourselves. It allows us to embrace the flow of life and to trust that we are exactly where we are meant to be at the perfect time. Surrendering control is about embracing trust. It's about letting go of our need to predict every step of the journey and trusting that life will take us exactly where we need to go. It's about believing that what is meant for us will never pass us by, even if it doesn't come in the way we expect. Surrendering control doesn't mean we stop striving for our goals or making efforts to improve ourselves. It means that we release the attachment to a specific outcome, allowing ourselves to be open to the unexpected blessings that life has to offer. When we surrender control, we make space for the divine to work its miracles in our lives, bringing us opportunities, lessons, and experiences that will lead us to our highest good. By letting go, we create the possibility for our dreams to manifest in ways far greater than we could have ever imagined. Listening to the inner voice, intuition guides individuals toward alignment with their highest good. In the busyness of life, amid the noise and distractions, it's easy to lose sight of the subtle guidance that comes from within. Yet there is a voice inside each of us, a quiet whisper, a gut feeling, a sense of knowing that has the power to guide us toward our highest good. This inner voice, often referred to as intuition, serves as a compass, directing us on a path that aligns with our true purpose, even when the external world might suggest otherwise. When we learn to listen to this inner voice, we can navigate life's challenges with clarity, confidence, and a sense of alignment with our authentic self. Listening to the inner voice is not about hearing literal words or commands, but about tuning in to a deeper sense of knowing that transcends logic and reasoning. It is an innate wisdom that is available to us at all times, yet often goes unnoticed because we are so caught up in external opinions, societal expectations, and the constant need for validation from others. Our inner voice is unique to us. It speaks in feelings, sensations, and quiet nudges that guide us toward decisions that serve our highest good. It is a gentle, persistent presence that seeks to steer us away from paths that do not align with our true self and toward those that resonate with our deepest desires. In a world that constantly pushes us to seek approval from others and to follow external standards, listening to our inner voice requires a certain level of courage. It often means stepping away from the expectations of society and trusting our own inner knowing, even when it contradicts the opinions or advice of others. This can be particularly challenging when the choices guided by our intuition seem risky, unconventional, or unapproved by those around us. However, true fulfillment lies in following the inner voice, even when it leads us down a less traveled path, because it is only by doing so that we align with our deepest purpose and unlock the potential within us. The process of listening to the inner voice involves stillness and presence. In a society that values constant busyness, it can be difficult to hear the whispers of intuition amidst the noise. To truly listen to our inner voice, we must create space for quiet reflection, meditation, and introspection. When we take time to slow down and connect with ourselves, we begin to recognize the subtle guidance that is always present, gently nudging us toward the right decisions, the right people, and the right opportunities. These moments of stillness allow us to tune out the distractions of the world and tune into the wisdom that resides within. Our intuition is not something we can force or control. It operates on its own timeline, often surfacing when we least expect it. It is not always loud or dramatic, but it is consistent, guiding us step by step as we navigate life. Sometimes the inner voice may present itself as a feeling of peace or discomfort, a quiet knowing that something feels right or wrong. These sensations, though subtle, hold great power in guiding us toward the choices that align with our highest good. It is in these moments of knowing that we must trust and take action, even when the path ahead is unclear. Listening to the inner voice also means developing discernment, the ability to distinguish between the voice of intuition and the voice of fear. Fear often disguises itself as practicality, urging us to stay within our comfort zones, to play it safe, and to avoid risks. Intuition, on the other hand, is not concerned with safety or comfort. It urges us to step into the unknown, to embrace growth, and to trust that the universe will provide what we need. The inner voice of intuition may feel uncomfortable at times because it pushes us to face our fears and take bold steps. But it is in those moments of discomfort that we experience the most growth. It is essential, therefore, to learn to differentiate between fear-based thinking and the deeper wisdom of the heart. To trust that intuition will always guide us toward what is best for us, even when it seems daunting. The more we listen to our inner voice, the stronger it becomes. It is like a muscle that needs to be exercised and nurtured. Each time we trust our intuition and take action based on it, we build a deeper connection with our inner wisdom. Over time, this connection grows clearer, and we become more confident in our ability to discern the right path. Even in the face of uncertainty, the inner voice becomes a constant guide, providing us with the clarity we need to make decisions that honor our truth, even when we are faced with difficult choices. Sometimes listening to the inner voice means letting go of relationships, jobs, or situations that no longer serve us. Intuition often directs us toward changes that feel uncomfortable at first, but ultimately lead us to greater fulfillment and peace. When we tune into our intuition, we can see clearly what is in alignment with our soul's purpose and what is not. Letting go of what no longer serves us is an essential part of the process of listening to the inner voice, as it clears space for new opportunities and experiences that are more in alignment with who we truly are. Listening to the inner voice also requires us to embrace trust. The trust that the guidance we receive is leading us to exactly where we need to be. Sometimes, we may not understand why we are being guided in a particular direction, or we may feel uncertain about the outcome. However, trust is essential in this process, for it is only by surrendering to the wisdom within that we can experience the miracles and synchronicities that come from following our intuition. When we trust the inner voice, we are not simply following a set of instructions. We are following a deeper calling, a divine guidance that is leading us toward our highest good. The practice of listening to our inner voice is an ongoing journey. It requires patience, practice, and a willingness to be vulnerable to the unknown. As we continue to listen, we grow more in tune with ourselves and the world around us, allowing us to make decisions with clarity, confidence, and purpose. Over time, this practice of listening to our intuition not only leads to alignment with our highest good, but also brings peace, fulfillment, and a sense of deep connection to the flow of life. Our inner voice is always there, guiding us toward the path that is meant for us. The more we listen, the more we trust, and the more we align with the true essence of who we are, the more we find ourselves living a life of purpose and meaning. Embracing challenges, difficulties, teach resilience, patience, and faith, shaping character and preparing for future blessings. Life is filled with challenges. They come in many forms, from the struggles of daily life to the unexpected obstacles that can shake us to our core. We often find ourselves facing situations that test our strength, patience, and resolve. In those moments, it can be easy to feel discouraged or to wonder why we are being tested. However, when we look at challenges from a different perspective, we begin to see them not as burdens, but as opportunities for growth, transformation, and preparation for the blessings that await us. Embracing challenges is essential to developing resilience, patience, and faith, qualities that shape our character and prepare us for the greater blessings life has in store. At first glance, challenges may seem like setbacks or obstacles that block our path. We might feel frustrated, overwhelmed, or even defeated when things don't go according to plan. However, the truth is that challenges are not there to hold us back, but to help us grow. They force us to step outside our comfort zones, to face our fears, and to confront the parts of ourselves that we may have avoided or neglected. Each challenge, no matter how difficult, brings with it an opportunity to develop new skills, strengthen our character, and deepen our understanding of ourselves and the world around us. When we embrace these challenges, rather than resisting them, we allow ourselves to evolve into stronger, more capable individuals. Resilience is one of the most valuable lessons that challenges teach us. Resilience is the ability to bounce back from adversity, to keep going even when the road ahead seems impossible. It is in the face of difficulty that we discover how strong we truly are. Challenges stretch us, pushing us beyond what we thought were our limits, and showing us that we are capable of far more than we ever imagined. Each time we overcome a challenge, we build a greater sense of inner strength and confidence. We learn that setbacks are not the end of the road, but simply detours that lead us to new directions. The more we face challenges and overcome them, the more resilient we become, and the more prepared we are to handle whatever comes our way in the future. Patience is another crucial lesson that challenges teach us. In the fast-paced world we live in, it can be difficult to practice patience. We often want things to happen quickly, and when they don't, frustration sets in. However, challenges teach us that some things cannot be rushed. They remind us that growth takes time, and that the best outcomes often come from the slow and steady process of overcoming difficulties. Patience allows us to remain calm and composed even in the face of adversity, knowing that everything will unfold as it should in due time. When we cultivate patience during challenging times, we develop a deeper sense of trust in the process of life. We learn to accept that delays, detours, and obstacles are a natural part of the journey, and that they often lead us to the exact place we need to be. In addition to resilience and patience, challenges also teach us faith. Faith is the belief that something greater than ourselves is at work in our lives, guiding us through difficult times and leading us toward our ultimate purpose. When we face challenges, we are often pushed to the limit of our own understanding, and it is in these moments of uncertainty that we must rely on our faith. Faith helps us trust that the challenges we are experiencing are not meaningless, but are part of a larger plan. It reminds us that every trial we face is an opportunity for growth, and that every setback is simply a setup for something greater. As we navigate life's difficulties, our faith strengthens, helping us to remain hopeful and focused on the bigger picture, even when the details seem unclear. Embracing challenges also involves shifting our mindset from one of resistance to one of acceptance. When we resist challenges, we create additional stress and frustration. We waste energy fighting against the inevitable, rather than accepting that challenges are a natural part of life. By embracing challenges, we stop seeing them as obstacles and start seeing them as opportunities to grow, learn, and transform. We begin to view difficulties not as something to avoid, but as something to engage with fully. Each challenge becomes a teacher, helping us learn more about ourselves, about others, and about the world. The more we embrace challenges, the more we expand our capacity to deal with adversity, and the more we discover our own strength and resilience. Challenges also teach us humility. They remind us that we are not invincible and that we are not in control of everything. Humility is the ability to recognize our own limitations and to accept help when needed. It is about understanding that we cannot face every challenge alone and that it's okay to ask for support. Embracing challenges with humility allows us to remain grounded, even when we experience success or triumph. It teaches us that we are part of something much larger than ourselves and that we are all interconnected. When we accept challenges with humility, we open ourselves to learning from others, to growing through collaboration, and to receiving the help and guidance that we need. Each challenge we face also provides an opportunity to align with our true purpose. Often, it is in the midst of adversity that we discover what truly matters to us. When life pushes us to our limits, we are forced to reevaluate our priorities, our values, and our goals. This process of reflection can lead us to a deeper understanding of our true calling and our higher purpose. Challenges strip away the distractions and superficial concerns that cloud our vision, leaving us with a clearer sense of what is truly important. By embracing these challenges, we learn to live with greater intention, focusing on what brings us joy, fulfillment, and meaning. In addition to helping us grow as individuals, challenges prepare us for future blessings. Life's difficulties often serve as the training ground for the blessings that are to come. They equip us with the skills, wisdom, and strength we need to fully embrace the gifts that life has in store for us. Without the lessons learned from challenges, we may not be prepared to handle the blessings that come our way. It is only through the process of overcoming obstacles that we are able to recognize and appreciate the blessings that are meant for us. When we face challenges with resilience, patience, and faith, we build the foundation upon which future blessings will be built. The more we embrace life's difficulties, the more we align ourselves with the greater good that is unfolding for us. Challenges are not something to fear, but something to embrace. They are not obstacles to be avoided, but opportunities to grow, learn, and prepare for the blessings that lie ahead. By embracing challenges, we learn resilience, patience, and faith, qualities that shape our character and prepare us for the greater purpose that awaits us. Each challenge we face is a stepping stone on the path to our highest good, and by embracing them with an open heart and a strong spirit, we unlock the potential within ourselves to achieve greatness. Finding alignment, living a life that resonates with personal values and the divine plan brings joy, peace, and fulfillment. Finding alignment in life is a journey of deep connection with both our true selves and the greater purpose that guides us. It is about living a life that resonates with our personal values, those core principles that define who we are and how we want to show up in the world. When we align our actions, thoughts, and decisions with these values, we begin to experience a sense of harmony that brings peace, joy, and fulfillment. True alignment goes beyond external success or material accomplishments. It is about living in a way that feels authentic and meaningful, knowing that we are contributing to something greater than ourselves. At its core, alignment is about being in tune with who we really are. It requires a deep understanding of our own values, desires, and strengths. It also demands that we be honest with ourselves about what truly matters to us beyond the pressures of society or the expectations of others. To find alignment, we must first take the time to reflect on our values, to identify what makes us feel alive, fulfilled, and at peace. This self-awareness is the foundation of alignment, as it allows us to make decisions that are in harmony with our deepest desires and aspirations. When we live according to our true values, we feel a sense of integrity, knowing that our actions are consistent with our inner truth. However, alignment is not just about living in accordance with our personal values. It is also about connecting with the divine plan that is unfolding for us. There is a higher purpose at work in our lives, one that is often beyond our understanding, but is always guiding us toward our ultimate good. Finding alignment means releasing the need to control every outcome. For example, when I decided to leave my stable job to pursue my passion for painting, I had no idea how it would unfold. Yet looking back, I realized that by letting go of my need to control the outcome, I was guided to unexpected opportunities that allowed my creativity to flourish. It is about recognizing that the universe, or whatever higher power we believe in, has a plan for us that is far more expansive and fulfilling than we could ever imagine. When we align with this divine plan, we stop trying to force things to happen according to our own timeline, and instead trust that life is unfolding exactly as it should. When we align with both our personal values and the divine plan, we enter a state of flow. Life no longer feels like a struggle or a series of obstacles. Instead, it feels like a natural progression where opportunities, people, and experiences show up at the right time. Challenges, rather than being seen as barriers, become opportunities for growth and learning. In this state of alignment, we are able to navigate life with greater ease, knowing that we are on the right path. We stop questioning ourselves or comparing our journey to others because we understand that we are exactly where we are meant to be. The sense of peace that comes with alignment is profound. When we are aligned with our true selves and the divine plan, we experience a deep sense of contentment that is not dependent on external circumstances. It is a peace that comes from knowing we are living authentically, that we are honoring our purpose, and that we are moving in the direction that feels most true to us. This inner peace allows us to weather the storms of life with grace and confidence, knowing that every challenge is simply part of the journey and that we are being supported along the way. In moments of uncertainty, alignment provides a sense of grounding, helping us to stay centered and focused on what truly matters. Moreover, alignment brings a sense of fulfillment that goes beyond mere achievement. While success in external pursuits can bring temporary satisfaction, true fulfillment comes from living a life that is deeply connected to our values and purpose. Fulfillment arises when we know that we are contributing to the world in a way that is meaningful, when we feel that our actions are aligned with the highest good, and when we experience a sense of joy in the process, not just in the outcome. This fulfillment is not something we can force or achieve through external validation. It is something that emerges naturally when we live in alignment with our truth. To find and maintain alignment, we must be willing to release the need for perfection and embrace the ebb and flow of life. Alignment is not a fixed destination, but a dynamic process, one that requires constant reflection, adjustment, and surrender. There will be times when we stray from our true path, when we get caught up in distractions or external pressures, but in those moments, alignment offers us the opportunity to realign, to reconnect with our values and our higher purpose, and to return to the flow of life. It is through this process of continual alignment that we experience growth, transformation, and the unfolding of our true potential. Living in alignment also requires courage. It takes courage to live according to our values, especially when those values may not align with the expectations or norms of society. It takes courage to trust in the divine plan, to surrender control, and to follow a path that may not always be clear or predictable. But this courage is what allows us to break free from the limitations of fear and doubt, and to step into the fullness of who we are. When we find alignment, we find the strength to embrace our unique path, to honor our truth, and to live in a way that brings us joy and fulfillment. Finding alignment is about living a life that feels true to us, that resonates with our deepest values, and that honors the greater divine plan unfolding in our lives. It is about living with intention, clarity, and purpose, knowing that every decision, every step is guiding us closer to the life we are meant to live. Alignment brings joy, peace, and fulfillment because it allows us to be who we truly are and to live in a way that is consistent with our deepest desires. When we find alignment, we unlock a life of meaning and possibility, knowing that we are exactly where we need to be, doing exactly what we are meant to do. In the journey of life, trusting in divine timing and surrendering control are powerful practices that help us navigate the twists and turns with grace and resilience. By placing our trust in the divine, we acknowledge that everything happens for a reason and at the right moment, even when we don't fully understand why. Surrendering control doesn't mean giving up, but rather it's a release of the need to force outcomes, allowing life to unfold in its natural rhythm. This shift enables us to embrace each experience with faith, knowing that we are being guided toward our highest good, even in the face of uncertainty. Life's challenges, delays, and detours, though often uncomfortable, serve as valuable teachers. They are not setbacks, but stepping stones that lead us closer to our true destiny. These moments of waiting and adversity are filled with opportunities for growth, self-discovery, and reflection. Rather than seeing them as obstacles, we can choose to view them as blessings, gifts that prepare us for the blessings yet to come. When we trust that we are exactly where we need to be, we cultivate gratitude, allowing us to find peace in the journey, no matter the detours we encounter along the way. In embracing this perspective, we open ourselves to the abundant flow of life, knowing that every step is part of a divine plan that is leading us to the life we are meant to live.